Hey friends, it's Shadow Ready here, and I'm playing some more World of Warships. Today I'm actually going to be playing the Cleveland. It's one of those ships that I've always kind of enjoyed, but kind of sad that it had to move up a couple of tiers. But I get why they had to do it. But with that being said, let's get into a game for you guys. I'll see you once I'm in a game. Alright, it looks like I pretty much was not very well liked in matchmaking, and I'm in a tier 10 match. So, with that being said, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully pretty well. You never know with tier 10 matchmaking. You can either play really well or you can not do so well because you're a tier 8 and everybody just focuses on you. So I reach out to my game plan for my team, and they pretty much all start going to B and C. So I notice that there's not really too many people on this flank on the A side, so I better go to B or C because I am a tier 8 and I will probably get destroyed if I'm the first one spotted. So my goal is to use the island kind of right there in the middle of the map, about GH, so that I can just use that as a little bit of cover so I can get to C and help out the rest of my team. Now the Cleveland isn't the fastest ship in the world, but man, down in tier 6, I believe that's where it used to live at, it was really amazing because you're going against battleships that were not a fully 10 tier captain, so you had more abilities to set people on fire, and this ship was really good at setting things on fire because of the guns, how fast they fire. Even though you have like a huge arc whenever you fire them, it's just constant barrage pretty much, and you can just guide your shells into the ship. So that's what I really enjoyed about this ship whenever it was down in tier 6. Tier 7 or tier 8, that where it's at now, it's a lot more difficult, and it's more of picking your fights and choosing the right ammunition and trying to figure out who and when I should engage, because if you don't, you get punished really hard in this ship. That's what I've noticed. So I'm around B right now. I'm finally got to the island that I want to be at. I'm gonna wait until I'm actually behind the island so that I can fire, which I just did, and it just helps me make sure that I'm protected, and I should not have a direct line of sight on some of these ships unless they come around a corner. So I'm just trying to take some pot shots at this destroyer right here. Got some hits. I'm kind of impressed. It's kind of hard to hit destroyers at this range with these guns just because of the arc. So I'm marrying this rock right now. It's great. Hopefully I don't pull out in front of those torpedoes because I see them. But I want to get better shots at, or get into a better position to take shots at things. Now my goal is to probably head over to C because that's where we are kind of all focused on, and we need to take that cap point. But I'm also still going to help out at B while I can, while I'm making my transition over to C. And I believe we lost one of, nope, it was not the destroyer at B, so I'm still trying to help out my destroyer at B, trying to make his life easier to cap. But we just lost that destroyer at B. I'm just like, alright, time to move on to C. Time to get on with life because there's nothing that's being spotted right now. Well, it kind of spots every once in a while, but it's going to be a tough shot. I try to get my attention, but the destroyer went into undetected mode, so couldn't prevent that. Next time, I really do need to put my names on ships so that we can all see what this ship that I'm shooting at is. I believe it's another Cleveland that I'm shooting at. And as soon as he fires, I can kind of tell. But I believe that was another Cleveland that I'm shooting at right now. And so we're just kind of having a little bit of a duel before I get into cover and go help out at C. But once again, I've decided to switch over to armor piercing, trying to get the citadels. Don't think I might get one. Nope, it was close. And a last hopeful shot, but there was an island in the way. So now that we finally capture seed on this side, I do know that the enemy ships are kind of pushing towards this way. They're mostly pushing around these couple of islands right here. Not the greatest thing, but you know, alright. So I still see that the Cleveland's still around, so I just took some more pot shots at him, trying to set him on fire, because I didn't really have a very good angle at him. But now I should have probably switched over to the armor piercing just to try to hit some citadels in the ship, but he was not spotted for me. So I do notice that this destroyer up ahead is about to make a suicide run, it looks like. He's closing the gap, he's already spotted. I just decided to turn on my sonar just in case, or to help out any of my ships in capture point C, just so that they could see any torpedoes that would be probably heading their way. And as you can see, some are. Obviously not from this ship, not from this destroyer. I did get shot from behind with a cruiser on my own team, but that's totally fine. Now I notice that there's the torpedoes that I have the sonar out for. So there's my first kill of the match. And because of sonar, I easily got away from those torpedoes. And I almost had another kill right there. Maybe? Possibility? Nope. Already out of time. Destroyer already has been destroyed. Alright, now that we have C, it's time to either try to cap B or destroy any remaining ships on this front. I do notice that there is a battleship over here, all by lonesome. So it's time to take some shots at it. And I'm going to use this island to my exact right as cover, just in case he wants to poke his head out and just start shooting at me. And once again, I just love these guns. They're just always firing. See if I can set them on fire. Doesn't look like I did. It was close, probably. I do have the flag to increase the chance of fires, just in case, because I just always love to set fires in this ship, and it's super easy too. So hopefully I don't beach myself, so I try to avoid that right now, but we're all just trying to destroy this battleship right here. So now my next dilemma is, should I go north, trying to push around that corner, or should I go around the south? This is ultimately where my decision making needs to improve just a little bit, because there's not that many people going to the north. There's only like 1 or 2 cruisers, but the rest of my battleships are heading south. So that's something I'll have to learn later on with more experience in the game, but I'm just glad I can set more fires on that battleship as we speak. But going north did help me out, get some more kills and whatnot, but it also ended up me making some mistakes. So let's see if I can try to get the kill on the battleship. Nope, the battleship's gone. I see a low health destroyer, maybe. Before he goes into cover behind the island, I don't think I'm gonna get him, but it's worth a shot. So I noticed that there was a low health cruiser and a low health destroyer. This is why I just ultimately decided to go north, so I could get some kills. It probably wasn't the smartest plan that I had, but it was, at the time, it felt like it was a good idea, just because we needed to get ahead in the points value and have more. Right now we're even on kills, but we just need to finish off some people. But all of a sudden I find this lovely destroyer right here just chilling in the smoke screen. Thank goodness for radar again, but I'm just destroying him with my guns. There's so much fire going down range, nothing he could do. He's just dead. So that's my second kill of the game. I feel really good at this point. Even though I haven't done the most damage ever, I just feel confident because I've gotten more kills, and less ships shooting back at me. So that's always a plus. I don't know why I took a random shot into that island right there. Once again, trying to take some pot shots here and there. Know that I could not, citadel him from that cruiser at that range, so I just at least try to get him on fire. So I know from the last time I saw, yep, there's that destroyer that I think was coming around the corner. So I just turned on radar sonar just in case beforehand, but he beat me to it, just to make sure there wasn't any torpedoes coming towards me. So now I notice we're about to come around the corner right here. I thought there was one remaining cruiser that was low health, roughly about C to D, 4 and 5, somewhere in here, because that was the last time he was spotted, and he was kind of around this area, but I have no idea at this point. It looked like he was gone. I just talked to my teammates saying that we just need to keep killing, but need to head towards B. So that's my game plan right now, is to go towards B. I noticed that I have gotten spotted. So I think there's a destroyer out here, but I just don't see him yet. And then that's whenever I spot this cruiser right here. This is where I ultimately make a mistake because there is no cover, which I've been using all game. I've been using cover all game until this point right here, just to fight this cruiser. So right now, it's just a one-on-one fight, which I should win this because A, he's already lower health than me, and I'm using armor piercing too whenever I can. He's just gonna spam HE the whole entire time. So I thought I was going, oh well, he switches to armor piercing as I say that. I thought I was gonna win this fight just because of I have the numbers advantage, but then I didn't notice right about now that 3 people are targeted me, and this is where I just made an ultimate mistake. I just went out of cover. There's nothing else to shoot at, so I tried to take down this cruiser at the last possible second, but as you can see, just all the firepower that's coming towards me. It's just really where I made a mistake. I've been using cover all game, and they finally see a tier 8, and they just latched on it and just tried to take me down. I did get one good citadel at the end, but as you can see, I go down. So here's the battle results. Not too bad, of getting about 2,300 credits, and about 1,000, almost 2,000 experience. Not too bad. I wish I could have done a little bit better on damage done and probably used cover a little bit more, but I was third on the team for a tier 10 game, which is pretty good in my opinion. Well, thanks for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what I need to do to improve on, and have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.